Hello guys and welcome to our tutorials again about Forex trading. So this is Donor Guru from ForexPipsPlus.com. So today I'm going to teach you about how to set up your RSI and Stochastic Oscillator. So how to put that value in these two indicators. And later on I will going to teach you about how to automate these two indicators. So how to automate your entries. So I'm going to teach you about that. And the settings that you have to do in stochastic and RSI. So what is your entry and your overbought and oversold entries. So we will teach you that that portion later on, and then as well as the automation of these entries. All right, so by using our EA or our robot, our in-house robot. Okay, so before we continue on my PC later on, so please subscribe this video so that you can have more trainings to come in our videos. So we do a lot of videos. You can subscribe, and then you can listen that, or you can watch that some other videos that we have. All right, so follow me to my PC, and I will teach you about on my PC screen. All right, so thank you. So I'm already here on my PC, guys. So my screen. So I already opened up my MT4. So I'm using Forex FXPrimus markets. So this is one of my accounts whereby I'm prime accounts in FXPrimus. So I'm opening my window market at Euro USD. So you can choose different currency, right? So I'm gonna open here. I already opened up here with my RSI and Stochastic Oscillator market indicator. So remember that RSI and Stochastic is a momentum indicators. So means momentum. The moment that is bullish, it is bullish. Okay. The moment that this is a bear trend, this is bear trend. Right. So how to get that? If you don't have yet, you go to this menu here. The menu here, go to insert and an indicator, and then go to your oscillator and RSI here and stochastic. Okay, so just click that, and then it will be showing up here, right? So this is the trend. All right, so first we will go around with RSI first. So by the way, remember RSI here. Okay, go edit. So we will check that. So before that, you have to go to your time frame. Normally I'm using time frame, hourly time frame, and hourly and 4 hours time frame. So sometimes I can verify that with 30 minutes, but lower than that is just noise. So what I notice, okay. So on your RSI parameters, you have a period here, and just leave it apply to, right? So you can change that maybe 10 or 14. So we will try the 10. What is the difference, right? And your levels here, these levels is your 30 and 70, or you can have a 20 here or 80. Okay, so but I'm using 30 and 70 for RSI. So because we can see that here. Okay, what's the difference if you change that to 10 and 14? Is not much difference. You see that? So it is more fine. All right, so if using RSI and at 30 and let's say we put it this one to 14, right? Okay, or you can change that. You can change okay, so not so much. So but what I'm notice is 14 is better. All right, or 10 within 13 and 14 is just a good numbers. All right, a good settings. So I will put it back to 14. So I'm using 14, right? So that is how the settings in 14. So next is the reason why good thing for this indicator is a momentum indicator. Look at that. You can see that over here. The moment it reached to your settings, whereby the indicator is going down to the bear trend, and then it reverses back. So look at the trend here. The moment it reverses back and pass by your 30 and tip it to 30. So the moment it goes down to your oversold or overbought,
don't enter the trend first, because these indicators are momentum indicators, means it keep going down. It is a momentum, so momentum is very strong in beer trend. All right, so you only enter, so make notes that you only entered the trend if it is pass by from your oversold or overbought. Alright, so the moment it passed by, like we have 70 overbought and we have oversold from 30, so the moment it is reverse trend, there is possibility. So in Forex we are only using possibility. We are not saying 100% that this the entry is correct. So that's why we have to use stop loss, or you can have another way of trading, whereby our robot, later we will teach you on that. Alright, so our robot, we have features whereby you can counter back your previous losses if this is failures. Alright, so look at that, the RSI here, it's saying that there is a bullish trend, reverse trend. You see, look at that, it touching here 30, and then it reversed back with 72 pips, and if you just keep it until here 123 pips. Okay, so that is the RSI. So what about you can verify that again. Look at the rest of the, you see that here it passed by over here and here, and then this is the bullish trend here, right? See, downtrend. So look at this downtrend. So don't enter the trade if it is go down, momentum down of beer trend. The moment it is passing by your settings of 30, means there is possibility that there is a buy trend or strong trend back again, reversals. All right, so if you enter over here after that entry here, so you can have this say this 23. If you keeping your trade but this is reverse back again, you can wait for it until 43. So it's depends sometimes in your TP. So your TP, if let's say you're taking 1 hour, you can have a TP about 20 pips or 15 pips. If you are on 4 hours, you can have longer TP, 50 pips or 30 pips. All right, sometimes it goes to overnight. All right, so next is our stochastic oscillator. So we will check that over here again. So stochastic oscillator, what's the settings? All right, so we also have levels here. From my settings here, I have overbought of 70 and oversold of 30. All right, so in parameters here, the percentage K period, you can change that. Maybe we try different settings, and I will maintain that percentage D period and slowing of 3. So I will keep that settings by changing the percentage K difference. So 5, let's say 5 or 10. I will change to 10, try and see. Okay, what is the difference? Okay, so look at that. No such difference, no much difference. But what we are looking here is the entry of oversold and overbought. Same goes to RSI. Since this is a momentum indicators, so we will go through the same as the moment it passed by 30 and 70 from oversold and overbought settings that you have, so you can possibly enter the trade, right? So let's say I will change that to my settings for stochastic oscillator. I'm using 21 K percentage period, and then I'm using 3 for the percentage D period, right? And slowing 3, right? So same level 30-70, you can change it to 20 here. It's more okay. Okay, look at that, see, but we can have a very less entry, so you can change that to the levels goes to 30 and this is 70. All right, so this is my settings, 21 3 and then okay, back again. So this is my settings. Percentage key period is 21 and percentage D period is 3 and slowing 3. All right, so in levels is 30-70 as well, same like same goes to RSI. Okay, so now we will verify that is this settings correctly or not. All right, so how is the possibilities of these settings? All right, so look at that here. Okay, so the stochastic here, look, you can see that here. Okay, the moment it passed by here, this passed by from here, and your entry at RSI is not so accurate, so you can ignore this, okay? But in your stochastic is already passed. You look at that, see, passed by 30 points here. So then it go up to the market is shooting up, then it reverse back again. So possible your entry is the moment that it is more than 30 your oversold. So the moment it passed by means the momentum is in a higher trend, okay, so bullish trend. And then your exit, probably your exit here, it should be the moment that there is a reversal mode or overbought mode, so whereby it is slowly coming back and it is reversed. The moment it is reversed and more than your settings here, the oversold at 70, overbought at 70, so it is start to reverse back, so you can exit the trade. All right, but this one, this is it's like you have to monitor since this is trading, right? So you can check that here, right? So we can, you look at this one, see here, this one, see. So look at this, your stochastic and RSI is having retrace, go back and then retrace back again. This is momentum. Look at that. If you enter here, this particular here, you see your RSI and stochastic having the same mode. So if you enter that over here, the moment that pass by 30 points, so there is a possibility of momentum higher. So you enter here, so you already earn here. Then you can leave it that since it your momentum and stochastic is doesn't, especially in your stochastic doesn't go back the trend, so you can have go back here, leave it here until here, possible, but no one knows that trend particularly will be returned back. So you can exit that particularly here, this portion after a few hours. You can exit that the moment that is start coming back after that you can enter again here back to the bullish trend. You see that you can have a lot of entries, re-entries using this trend. You see that after pass by here is there is a big bullish trend here, right? And then after about 54, then the market is maintained here. Look at that, see, it maintains here, it maintains here. So you can leave that particular portion here if that is never return back or never pass by again to the overbought, okay, overbought category, right? So you can leave. Look at the market, it keep going up and start to reverse back here, so you can exit that particular portion here, right? So that is how powerful is this RSI and stochastic using the overbought and oversold, and to verify these both signals. All right, so that is this is for manual, okay? So you can see that over here as well. See, look at this one, it passed by over here. You can have maybe here your entry maybe earlier, because it is go down below the 70 here from RSI, and stochastic also having the same. So it is passed by to 70, you can enter the trade, but and then unfortunately it's not going happens very fast, so you can wait. After that they go up again, so you can have your SL over here more than higher than the the previous peak of the entry, right? So if let's say you enter that here and then the market is reversing, so you can leave it. Your entry will be here, your SL or stop loss, so it's more higher. And then look at the market, it reversed back, okay, about 74 pips. So reverse back again here. So that is how our RSI and stochastic entry, you can change the settings, and it's up to your preference, right? So now, what if you are not able to focus this? All right, so what if you're not able to focus this particular entry? So you can use our EA. So we program this EA, and using this RSI and the stochastic entry, So because sometimes your entry will be not 100%, 100%. There is no 100% analysis in the market, all right? So you can, by the way, before that those entries, you can verify that also before you enter the trade. Make sure that there is no upcoming news that maybe it may hits up the market. It will move very high and down. So make sure that you go to ForexFactory.com over here, and then verify that particular entry that you have and your particular pairs that you have. If you are in Euro USD, Euro US dollar, make sure that in Euro US dollar it doesn't have any big impact news on that time, especially on elections and NFP or any Brexit and all that. So make sure that don't have those big market movements, so that to confirm your entries. All right, so this is the good thing for this EA, these indicators. So now we will be using EA, how to enter this EA, right? Using this EA by using your RSI and Stochastic entry here. All right, so I have here ProfitMax, RSI and Stochastic. So you can get this copy down of this video. So there's a link that you can get this copy by putting your emails in the main website. All right, so you open up the link down, then you can get the copy for trial. Right, so this is for trial. So let's say I will using RSI and Stochastic Oscillator. This is ProfitMax. So this is the entry. So by the way, this robot or this EA, I have that particular link. You have a training package, you have a manual on this EA, what is the settings is all about. Okay, so this is the portion that this particular EA, it has a built-in martingale mode that sometimes that when you enter the trade or the EA is entering the trade, you can have a second layer martingale, or you can have a second layer entry after another portion of points. Let's say at distance position, you can have, let's say the first entry here, just for example, you let's say you enter here, the robot is entering here. So here the robot is the one entry your trade by using that method. All right, but you no need to use manual mode here. So let's say your entry here is 3070, and here then the robot is acting upon it. It is entry together with what is your settings, and then the problem is it's not happening. It is like reversing and then go to your opposite side. So you can have this EA here and putting the distance position. Okay, so this EA you can have a training on this link below. You can get the link, the copy. All right, so you can use also the time. Let's say this EA, you can tell the EA or you can tell the robot that I don't want to trade this time. So okay, maybe you have upcoming news that having issue, so you can off that particular time. Okay, so but also the days, some days that you don't want to trade the EA, you don't want him to trade, you can have false here. The time also has false or true, right? So, and also the news, you can also have news enter only. This EA will open the trade before and after the news. You see that light news, medium news, and hard news, right? So you can have as well after the news. I need to enter the I need to let the EA enter with if there is a possible trend of that currency pairs that I have 30 minutes after, or before 30 minutes, or you can have the 60 minutes. So this is how it goes. Okay, you can change that. All right, that entry. Right, so now here this is the entry, the trading entry selection of this EA. So since you don't want to use manual trading that I'm teaching you on how to enter, so you can use that particularly this RSI and stochastic entries. Right, so you put the RSI, the period just now you put using 14, you can change it to 14, right? Okay, and then 30 and 70 as well is overbought and oversold. So now your stochastic here, you can change it to 21 as what we are using. You see, you can look at that back again. We can check that back again. What is your preference on the parameters? Your 21 at percentage K and percentage D and slowing is 3 and 3. So you can change that. You can use that over here. Okay, you go to these parameters here. Okay, and then you go down here. Okay, stochastic 21, 3 and 3. Right. So that is your settings. So we will test that. Okay, by the way, if you don't know how to install this EA here, if you take that particularly the bottom below the link that I have here down, the moment that you download that, there is a training for how to install that EA and all these settings, right? So we cannot wait sometimes on the market. So what we're going to do is test that settings using that here, the tester mode in MT4, right? So we can use the tester mode, right? So first you go search your robot. So I have a ProfitMax RSI here, and then we will use that currency pairs. We will use Euro US dollar, okay? And then we maintain this every tick, and then you can have use date. So this date we will be using, and then you can have a visual mode. Visual mode means you can see that particular monitor, right? We will use that so that you will see how that enters the trade, right? So the testing here in our expert properties, you can change that how much the you can put the value on your capital. Probably, okay, we will use maybe 200,000. It's up to you, right? And then your inputs, this is the inputs that we are using here as well, okay? So all these settings, you can have a training on this website from the time you download, right? So okay, we will change that. Okay, we have 21 here, 30, so the same. Your overbought will be, I will change it to 14, and the period and overbought and oversold will be 70 and 30. Same goes to RSI, stochastic 21 and 23 for the periods, and 70 and 30. So you can have the news filters. Just enable the hard news, okay? Just does it, okay? So now I will click the period of 1 hour, and then use spread of current spread. So okay, so then we'll click start. So moment it will start, it will opening up for you, okay? So the EA has been installing in. So sometimes, okay, if the EA is not working well, you can go to the tools here, then option, then expert advisors, then click this and allow automated mode, okay? So we can see that, okay, sorry, it's not visual mode. So click that back again, this visual mode here, and then run it back, okay? So you can check that journal here, journal and reports, what happens the EA. Okay, look at that. So the EA enters the trend or sell mode, okay? So you can see the result, okay? So you can see that. And one more thing is, okay, look at that, is closing the trade. And look at that, it's closing the trade, right? So you can by the way, I off first, and then we can change that. Let's say your 0.1 here means every lot size that you use is $1 per pips, all right? So, and you can have maybe 10 pips, okay? 10 pips, and then you have maybe 5. This is the trailing profit that I normally use. So the trailing profit means the moment it reaches that particular points, so you can it will save your profit, and then the moment it reverses this $5, this is dollars portion, it will close the trade. So we can see that here. Okay, run again here. So we are using 10 pips every entry, 10 pips possible profit, right? So look at that. So the moment that it reached, okay, there's a sell mode here. The moment the robots entering sell mode, you see there is a window here, so it is closed trade. So look at that, it's close at the entries reverse. All right, so look at that. So okay, so your graph here, so you can see that. So it's another entry for the sell. So for this EA, so it reverse, and then okay, about 10 pips down, so it will close the trade, right? So there is close again, right? Another entry. So possible the entry is there is a momentum to downtrend. Okay, so look at that, it says earnings, right? So that is how this EA works by using you look at that, this is more even bigger, right? So see, $26, so means that is 26 pips is sudden drop. So that is how this EA works by using RSI and Stochastic Oscillator. So you can have I will stop this demos, and you can have that settings. Let's say if the EA is losing the trade, you see, look at that, this is the entry of the sell. See here, your points here, right? So 70, your 870 is enter few times because of your RSI and Stochastic is having going down mode from this entry. So right, so you get it. I hope you get it, this EA, and then you can have a second. You can use this martingale, or you can disable as well this one by putting on the next. Let's say the EA or that entry is losing, right? After 30 pips, it can open another lot size for you, whereby depends on what lot size you want to put by using multiplier. So this EA, you can have a training on the site that the moment that you download together with the manual trainings. All right, so I hope you get it, and I hope you enjoy the trainings for Stochastic and RSI entries. All right, so thanks a lot, and don't forget to share this video if you have someone that wanted to learn more about the forex trading by using indicators. All right, so thanks a lot, and God bless, and good luck on your trading. Thanks.